What's up, guys? Welcome to a new video. My name is Joop from the Clips, aka Macaroni with the Cheese, and today we're gonna talk about stocks. With that being said, let's get started. So the Fed basically said, yo, we're not gonna cut. We're gonna keep the rate steady. So that's what's been going on the last few days. They basically said, yo, interest rate is not at 2%. We need interest rate at 2%. So they're gonna keep the interest rate at 5.25, 5.5. The committee does not expect it will be appropriate to reduce the target range for the federal funds rate until it has gained greater confidence that inflation is moving sustainably toward 2%. Yeah, because inflation is not at 2%. As you can see, inflation is pretty much still up there. Where you at? As you can see on the right chart, inflation is still at 3%, and they need inflation down. They need it around here, 2%. So that's basically what's happening. So there are a few subjects that I'm gonna share with you guys in this video. And the number one is the SPY, the Fed. It's keeping interest rate at 5.5 until inflation has reached 2.2%. 10-year yield, the DXY, the dollar. Earnings season, guys. We're mid in earnings seasons, guys. We have seen Meta going up. We have seen Amazon going up. Man, it's crazy out there. So these are the subjects that I'm gonna discuss in this video. Aaple. So with that being said, let's go. Man, okay. So the first chart that I want to share with you guys is, let me put it on the first one, is the SPY. So the SPY is basically, let me see, where you at? Okay, so the SPY is at 494. That means we have reached a new all-time high, as you can see, guys. Whoa, as you can see. So the SPY already have reached new all-time high, the spider. So that basically means we're still going up. As I've been telling you guys, don't listen to these guys who's telling, oh, we gonna have great correction of 20%, because the market is not telling us that. As you can see, I have made a line, and the line is going back to the lows of 2020 COVID. And as you can see, it takes this one and this one and this one. So, and this one at the highs of 2020, you will see it touches here, touches here, touches here, touches here. So we in this cycle, and I've been telling you guys that we are going up. So yeah, if you've been following my social media, I've been telling you guys we going up. We are not going down. So the market is still a lot of confidence. People are still buying things, even though the numbers are not very positive. Inflation rate is still high at 3.4%. We're still going up. So we have to wait and see for May, because they've been telling us it most likely that it won't happen in March. Officials need to see greater confidence that inflation is sustainable past 2%. I already said that. No rate cut in March is something Fed officials have been communicating for weeks now, and Wall Street has been slow to come to grips. The rate cuts were very likely going to happen in March, but those odds have since crumbled. I've been telling you guys, and the Fed hasn't completely ruled out the possibility of a March cut since the Fed March 1920 COVID time. Okay, inflation also hasn't reached the Fed. I already said that. What we got so far. So yeah, so that's basically the decision. They're gonna keep the interest rates at the level that we have seen, 5.5, and the market is still going up. Let's see what the SPY has been doing. As you can see, same thing, because it's the ETF. So this is the ETF of this. The same thing will be going up. and we already made a new all-time high. So numbers are going up. So as for now, what has been happening? We are mid in earnings seasons. Meta had the earnings season, and pre-earnings seasons they were around $394, and the price basically rise up because they had good numbers, and it went all the way up to $450, and the current price of Meta is, let me see, we had $474. Meta been making numbers, man. Meta was down all the way here from $80 around, let me see, November 2022, and it went all the way up. Let me see how much that is, man. Let me see how much that is for you guys, man. Let me see, from the very, very low all the way to the price where it is now. That's almost like it's also like a 400, man, $386. That's like 435%. That's crazy. That's crazy. Let me see the year to date. Let me see the year to date. Let me see the year to date. Year to date. Year to date. 35%. Okay. Yeah, man, that's basically crazy what Meta's been doing. And that's the same for Amazon. Amazon had great numbers. So they basically did it great also. And that also did good numbers. I posted it on my Twitter. So before market they were 159, and after market they were 172. So the price went up for Amazon. And who have these stocks? Who's having these stocks? So what's the next subject I'm talking about? Is the dollar. Let's see what the dollar is doing. Let's see what the dollar is doing. Dollar is at 103. I'm on the monthly. So as you can see, the dollar's been falling in this kind of falling wedge, but it seems it wants to change the pattern of this one. So we could see a higher dollar. I think it's been going up since January, so last month. It's been going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going 5 weeks straight up. So we now at 103 on the dollar, almost 104. So also let's see what the fear and greed index is. The fear and greed is at 67. That means there's no more greed, extra greed, but normal greed, and it's like positive. And it's basically in a bull market right now. So we're basically in a bull market. That means there's no big momentum for us to going down. It will make a little correction and then we can continue growing up. That's what I think. But I'm still considering that the dollar is at 103. It could be a problem. So we have to see what's going on. Oil is at 72. We got the 10-year yield. What's the 10-year yield been doing? The 10-year yield also wants to go up. It seems that we could go back to 103. It's been have a correction here, so we could go back to 403. Yeah, there's a lot of things happening. So already, so Nvidia also did great numbers. Nvidia went all the way. Is Nvidia already with the Nvidia? No. So this is what we have coming for next week, 5th of February. We got McDonald's on Monday, Palantir. Which are the big boys? Spotify, Lily, Snap. Which are the big boys? PayPal and Baba on Wednesday. So these are the big boys. So I'm waiting for PayPal, and also gotta see what Baba is doing. McDonald's is a consumer defensive stock, and I really wanted me a few McDonald's shares, but those are too expensive for me, guys. These stocks are too expensive for me, guys. So I'm going all over the place right now with this video, but I'm still holding it. We still holding it because, guys, there's a lot of money to be made. If you invest in the great stocks and do your due diligence, what a time to be alive. We're currently at 3 February of 2024. Man, there's a lot of money to be made. So, yeah, that's basically what's been going on. We're mid in earnings season. So, let me see. We're mid in earnings season. And yeah, this basically the moment that we got Uber, we got Emphas, also big players, Elf. Yeah, we have to see, patiently waiting what we gonna see for the next week coming up. But I'm still positive on the market, bullish. I don't see any moment where we can go down. Inflation rate is at 3.4, as you can see. So they really want inflation at 2.2. So we have to wait and see what the market's gonna do. But as you can see, it went all the way to 9% inflation. Then it came back down at 2.9. It didn't even go under 2.9, and then back to 3.4. So we could see it going back up again. And that will be the reason why the Feds will keep the inflation rate at 5.5. As you can see, it's still high up there. And these were the where we at? Yeah, these were the COVID lows where money was very cheap. We had very cheap money here, and then shit went all the way left. And now we're at 5.5, where we have to keep everything pricey. But as for now, people are still buying things. Everything is going strong, and the economy still is still showing strength and not weakness. So we continue. What we do with the VIX is still very low, so that means there are no big volatility in the market. So we good. As for that, let me see what I share with you guys on my socials. Nothing serious this week. We had Mark Zuckerberg.
That they collected that kind of information I just shared with you and sent it to Zuckerberg personally, and he ignored it. I mean, so what he should have said to the families is, I'm so sorry for what we've done, and we will do better. And the way they're going to do better is they'll hold themselves accountable. Listen, Mark Zuckerberg's worth $140 billion. If he devoted just 10% of that to helping victims, think what he could do for these families. And by the way, if he would actually change his platform and not allow pedophiles and sex predators on there, he could do a service to every family in America. I'll just say this, Sean. He seems to have all the time and attention in the world to censor conservatives. Facebook leapt at the opportunity to censor any questions about COVID, to label people who had COVID vaccine questions as potential terrorists. If you question the Hunter Biden laptop, they shut you down, but yet they can't lift a finger to take sex predators off their platform. I don't buy it.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mark Zuckerberg basically was left with the sharks. He basically had to apologize because of the whole Meta social media platform. People, children are getting hurt, and so this senator was basically grilling him about the money that he been making and not apologizing to those families. So it was pretty hectic, guys. It was pretty hectic with Mark Zuckerberg. It went bananas. He had to apologize. So the next video is about Kenny Griffin. He basically made a few good points about Tesla. We all know who Ken Griffin is. He's a hedge fund, one of the big sharks, one of the establishments, you know. So when you're investing in money, guys, you have to follow these guys. You have to follow. They also consider those guys as smart money, but they're not always so smart. They people like us. They make the wrong decisions also. So
you think essentially mission accomplished, no more rate hikes, because I know you kind of left open that possibility in the fourth.
And we will see unemployment touch up a little bit, but the overall economy looks pretty damn good right now. looking at a moment in time where inflation this year is, and I know Leslie's very happy because it's 70 and sunny today.
Yeah.
So it's a good day to be here to talk about the market, which is reaching all-time highs. And I know Leslie's very happy because it's 70 and sunny today.
Yeah.
Yo, so Kenneth Griffin is gonna talk about the market and how we see the market and what's really happening. Let's follow along, guys.
So it's a good day to be here to talk about the market, which is reaching all-time highs. And we do look like we have put some of the economic anxiety of Q4 behind us. Good payroll numbers, good GDP growth, and most importantly, inflation is moderating at a pace that's frankly better than the market anticipated. We may get Goldilocks, we may get a soft landing or even no landing. We may be looking at a moment in time where inflation this year is low twos. The Fed can start to cut rates come this summer, and we will see unemployment touch up a little bit, but the overall economy looks pretty damn good right now. And I think this is a real change in mindset from where we were September, October last year.
So you think essentially mission accomplished, no more rate hikes, because I know you kind of left open that possibility in the fourth quarter that there was potentially another rate hike to come.
I think there was a possibility at the start of Q4 last year that we could see another rate hike.
And now you feel like that's been taken off the
Probably
table.
not going to happen. I mean, obviously, you could have an exogenous shock like oil.
Yeah, so Kenny Griffin's also telling us that we will not see any rate hikes or rate cuts because the economy is basically going good. That's also what I've been telling you guys. And he had a few more points about Tesla, the whole politics, everything, and Biden, Trump. So it's very interesting.
He absolutely knows what's going on, Sean, and the reason
it's very interesting to follow these guys. With that being said, at the end of the video, follow me on my social media if you like this video. Like, subscribe, and let's get this money, man. Let's get this money. 2024, let's get this money, man. Subscribe, let's go.